Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode in our tour of verbs. In last few episodes we have already seen the outlines of all the classes of verbs, that is by functions. We have seen the main verbs, we have seen the auxiliary verbs. Now we are here to understand something about a new type of verbs called linking verbs. A linking verb is neither a main verb which speaks about the action, nor it's an auxiliary verb or a supporting verb which helps the main function. Linking verb is completely a different category. Then what is a linking verb? As you can understand by name, linking verb helps to link. Link what? It links the subject. Subject is the doer of the action or about whom we are speaking in a sentence. That subject with another part, that is complement part. The complement part can be anything. It can be the quality, it can be the profession, or it can also be the condition of the subject. That's how linking verb plays an entirely different role in a sentence. Just so you know, linking verbs are also called as copula. C-O-P-U-L-A, copula. There are so many linking verbs in English. For easy understanding, we have divided them into three main categories. First, the primary category is be linking verbs. The basic be verbs that we have, that is, are, was, were, fall in this category. Then the next set of linking verbs, progress linking verbs. Progress linking verbs can be go, grow, become, prove, and so on. Lastly, we have one more set of linking verbs called as sense linking verbs. These are related to your sense organs, your five senses. It can be touch, it can be taste, it can be smell, it can be sight, it can be hearing. So the verbs like feel, smell, look, appear, all these come under the third category, that is sense linking verbs. Let's look at the primary category, that is be linking verbs. Be verbs like is, are, was, were are in this category. Examples like Spurti is a doctor. Shastri was honest. Players are tired. If you look at these examples, we have the words like is in Spurti is a doctor. Shastri was honest, was, and players are tired, are. This is, was, are, even though they are there in the auxiliary verbs category as well, but they are linking verbs here. The reason is very simple. They are not helping any other main verb. There is no main verb in this sentence. Instead, they are just linking the subject with the other part. In the first sentence, the word Spurti, subject Spurti, is linked with the doctor, her profession. In the second sentence, the word Shastri is linked with the quality that he has. Shastri was honest. And in the third sentence, we have players are tired. The word are is linking players with their physical condition, that is, they are physically tired. So this is how the primary linking verbs or the be form linking verbs simply link the subject with the state or the condition. After be form, so the next form is the progress linking form, or just we simply call it as become form. From be form we are moving to become form. Here some of the linking verbs that we use are go, grow, become, and so on. Here, when something happens to someone or when something is transformed to something, then we use this become form. For example, she goes mad if she comes to know about it. So she goes mad. Here the word goes is not indicating an action directly, that is, she is not going anywhere. Her condition is getting transformed into madness. She goes mad if she comes to know about it. He became lonely after coming to this town. He became lonely it is just a state of mind. That is, he is not doing any action. The word became is not indicating any action. It is just indicating his condition here. He became lonely after coming to this town. Then an example like my honesty proved useless. When I say my honesty proved useless, the word proved is not actually proving any fact or any information. It is just saying that my honesty has become useless. That's all. So these words like proved, then become, and then go, all these are the linking verbs in the second category. And then the third category is sense linking verbs. We know that there are five senses. We have five sense organs: eyes, nose, tongue, skin, and ears. Whatever the verbs that are related to these five senses are usually categorized into the sense linking verbs. For example, Purvi looks pretty. Here looks doesn't indicate that she is looking at something. She is not doing the action of seeing something. She looks pretty. Her appearance is good. Okay. Her appearance is beautiful. Next, they smell bad. When we say they smell bad, it doesn't mean that they are smelling some object. No, it's not that they are smelling some object. Their smell is bad. They are stinking. Okay. Karthik sounds interesting. When we say Karthik sounds interesting, it simply means that he's speaking interesting in an interesting way. Okay. He is not doing an action of making sound, but he speaks interestingly. So all these examples like Purvi looks pretty, Karthik sounds interesting, they smell bad. In all these examples, the words looks, sounds, smell, all these are the examples of linking verbs. They are not the actions, but they are the senses that we are using here in these sentences. After understanding three categories of linking verbs, there may be some confusions regarding differentiating the linking verbs with other verbs. For example, we have primary auxiliary verbs which are is, are, was, were. They are same as the linking verbs is, are, as, were, was, were. How do we differentiate them? The answer is simple. Just look for the main verb after these verbs. For example, if I say he is walking on the road and there is another sentence, he is strong. Although the word is common in the first and second sentence. In the first sentence, it is acting as a auxiliary verb because it is supporting another main verb that follows it. That is, he is walking. Walking is a main verb which is present. That's why is becomes the supporting verb for that main verb. But in the second sentence, he is strong. Is not followed by any other main verb. There is no other action word in this sentence. So, is a linking verb. To sum up, the primary auxiliary verbs are followed by the action verbs. The linking verbs are not followed by any action words. Another confusion is between linking verbs and the main verbs. Some of the linking verbs like smells, feels, all these can be main verbs as well. Look at these two examples. He smells bad and he smells each fruit. In these two examples, he smells bad, the word smells, and he smells each fruit. The word smells is common, and in the first sentence, he smells bad, the word smells is a linking verb. It's linking verb just because we are linking the subject he with his condition. That is bad. He smells bad. But in the second sentence, actually the subject is doing an action. He smells each fruit. That means he is taking each fruit and smelling it, trying to identify its smell. So when an action is going on, that's an action verb which is a main verb. When there is no action going on, when it is showing a condition, then it becomes a linking verb. How to identify it? Again, a simple trick, that is, usually the linking verbs are followed by adjectives. He smells bad. Bad is an adjective. She looks good. Good is an adjective. So usually linking verbs are followed by an adjective and there won't be a noun after that. But here in this case, he smells each fruit. Fruit is a noun, so it becomes a main verb. If you do not like the previous trick, I have another trick for you. That is replacement trick. If you have a doubt on certain word in a sentence to check whether it is a linking verb or the main verb, then we can use this technique. Look at the same example. He smells bad is one example. In this sentence, I want to check whether the word smells is a linking verb or the main verb. Then remove the word smells, the word on which you have the doubt. Remove that word and replace that word with any of these four appropriate words, that is, are, was, were. So here he, so use the word is. He is bad. He smells bad. We removed smells and we replaced it with is. He smells bad. He is bad. Whether the sentence makes sense after using is? Yes, it makes sense. He is bad is a valid English sentence. So it has passed the test and the word smells is a linking verb. Let's look at the second sentence. He smells each fruit. When we say he smells each fruit and I have a doubt on the word smells, whether it is a main verb or the linking verb, let's do the same process, the same test. Let's remove smells and replace it with is. He is each fruit. Does it make sense? He is each fruit. It doesn't make sense. It has failed the test. So the word smells is not acting as a linking verb in the second sentence. That's how we do. If you replace it with any simple be form verb and if it passes the test, if it is still a meaningful sentence, the word that you have doubt on is a linking verb, otherwise it's just a main verb. After understanding so much about linking verbs, what they are, how they are different from other verbs, and how they can be confusing and how to clarify those confusions, we have some sentences like this. He turned red. When we say he turned red, it simply means he became angry. Whether the word turn is a linking verb or whether it's a main verb. The rules can't explain this. Where the rules stop, we have to start applying something called as common sense or comprehension. Fine. This is all about linking verbs. We'll come up with some new type of verbs in my next video. Until then, take care.